This one guy said, when you're in war, and that's coming. The only thing that's going to save your ass is the guy to your right, the guy to your left, or the woman to your left. Those are the people. And everything is done so orderly. And if it's not done orderly, and if you don't follow rules, people die. So there's a religion to that. So when you're there, and I'm at the 250th birthday of the Marines, the U.S. Marines, the people out there are talking about the sacrifice, about you pick a fight with us, you gotta get it. It's very inspiring. The jets are flying overhead, they're really loud. It's really a different energy. It's like there's this idea of sacrifice, honor, country. And then Brian Callen, it's noon. He's gonna get up and do a little comedy for you guys. He has been in the sun all day. Here's Brian Callen. Hi.
Person takes the shore, not to be left of
I came up with this joke this morning. It was like,
so now he did what
I was ranting about digits, and then I was like, oh, like some Indian woman, or some woman, they're just like really, really short. They're like 4'11", which is like the height that I was in like grade 6. And that is why I leg extension technology. And if you're asking, well, what about the rest of the proportions of the human body? If you extend the legs, it's going to be not in proportion. That is why I'm an advocate for spine extension technology. Well, if you're asking yourself, once the legs and spine are extended, what about the penis? And that is why I'm an advocate for penis extension technology.
So now how can you, what's the difference if you have a keziah left or not? In other words, remember, we said, when a person says, Shavua, Shlo Okal Kinkarzu, the halacha is, he violates the Shvua as soon as he eats one keziah. So now that's what happens. So then why do you have to have a keziah left at the end to be able to determine whether you can reverse it? You already violated the Shua. It's done. It's over. It's already a problem. So then what do you mean? You can go ahead and reverse it. How can you reverse it after you've done it? It's too late. The deed was done. He violated the Shua and he's out. So then neither are if the case was, no, he didn't violate anything yet. Why? Because in this case, he said which means he will eat the whole thing. If that's the case, then his prohibition is only to eat the whole thing. So now you give you kezias. Why are you saying that if you eat the kezias, it's going to be a problem? I'm feeling kosher now. Not the hitting side. Why is Rabbi saying that if there's a kezias left at the end of the then he can reverse the shul because he's not yet violated it? You don't need to then if you call shul now. Even if there's just a crumb left at the end, he didn't eat the whole loaf of bread, so he's done the violation of it yet. In other words, as we'd say, if the case is where he says he's not going to eat any of it, so then once he turns back the clock at that point in time, he violated it.
You've been doing San Juan really. Okay, I said it.
Why is it happening?
It's like, I'm not going to cry. I just sat in a belly room on a Tuesday night. I didn't do jokes. I told stories about my dad being a Marine, but I didn't do jokes. Yeah, no, it's not. We should have made more fun of the sailors versus Marines thing. Yeah, and that talk about me. That'd been funny. I did talk about Trump being in the Navy and shit. Yeah, I talk about Trump being like war, and he does that dance. Yeah, most favorite man in the world. He dances like some of it was fine. I did fine. Success. But you're not set up. Comedy was appropriate to be honest. Inappropriate. I felt gently inappropriate. My presence felt inappropriate. I know that sounds weird, but I felt a little inappropriate. Does that make sense? Like comedy inappropriate. Wow, this is a thing right here. You're literally amongst, and it's nothing. You don't get twisted. I would, pretty tough, I would feel insecure around Jocko and those guys. Yeah, I would. Yeah, pretty tough, dude. Yeah. Compared, but we're talking about life and death shit. Yeah, they're not even playing a game. I'm not saying playing a different game. It's not a sport. No. So nobody turns the battlefield and said, this is football. No. But B, just to make you feel better about funny would feel. Yes. I think you're right, right? And if not fucking idiot, because those guys have been through it, they've been through it, and I haven't. And so then now I gotta get up there and be funny. I'm looking at an honor. From their tribes, so you have an outsider coming in. So you're like, I don't give a fuck. I just need to be. Whatever comes about, right? Yeah. No, it's just not. Yeah. No, I don't feel comfortable. No, you used to be like, I shouldn't be here. Oh, that's hot. Especially when I tell like I shouldn't talk. Because I don't know how. Even making fun of I gotta be careful. Yeah, I'm just a dude. It's a comic. I don't want to get there and start making fun of people like me. Like how precious they are about their ranks. It'd be funny. I did a little bit. I was like secretary or something. But I was careful. Maybe I shouldn't have been. I don't know. Hey, no, can you imagine if I roasting and people were like, get out of here, traitor. Traitor! I would start that. Traitor! I'll tell you what's pretty cool though. When you get the commandant who gets up there, or whoever it was, and the guy just gets up there and he goes, Marines! And he goes, oh, you know, like that. And he goes, get some! Hoorah! You're like, fuck! And then the planes, those overhead, you're like, and so loud, you're like, Jesus, and they cut off like that. You're like, woo! It was literally, I was like, motherfucker, call me crazy testosterone. Dude, that's American. That's one of the most powerful. My back was straight, bro. I transition. You asked me to do push-ups right then? I'm going to knock out 100 PR. I'll do a hit my PR. Did me wrong. I mean, if God's not on the USO tour, when they said, Steve Byrne goes, Brian wants to challenge anybody here to a push-up contest. I was like, you're a dick. But you can do that. I did 84. Yeah, I did 84. I did 84. I did 84. It's proper with this best you can. Yeah. Fuck, man. Anyway, it was good. And then I flew back to Utah, played some golf with my dad, played some golf with my your boys, bring up Janie Vance. You brought now, I didn't want to hold on to and then so cool. Yeah. So I was there was a possibility that I would bring the vice president on stage. So second vice president, big boys, and I would bring some big boys and Iraq. And then I would bring them up on stage. So with respect to Brian Callen, so Brian Callen I could bring J.D. Vance to vice president. No, they weren't there. I was part of the pre-ceremony warm-up. All good. And honor. Nobody cares about. Who's that guy? Oh, that guy. Oh, yeah. He was the comic. He's on the, that's fun when you see it. J.D. Vance showed up. All right. J.D. Vance showed up later. J.D. Vance showed up a little later. So he was out. Shit waiting that she knows how. That's different. But I'm sure maybe I was mentioned in the thank yous. So I'm looking at that right now. But it was an honor. Yeah, it's cool experience. You know, the people I want you to get paid, shill. Nothing, shill. Nothing, you fuck. Nothing. So shut up and let you. They should have told you. Even if a person is in fire with it, the best you bring up amphibious 4x4. There was a truck there, so we were on this giant, this land and sea amphibious assault. Yeah, I want you to picture that big stuff. Yeah, the propellant generator, and then it goes on yeah, see how much that costs. Just take a look at how much those Sherpas, the Sherpa, 120. Oh, you buy now 5%. Yeah, this is not the ones that the military, there was also responsibility, like $7 million. And it was, when you look at it, you'd be like, what? Looks like a dude, you judged on that? Yeah, it was, no, I just saw it. It was just sitting there. But the point is that some of that equipment, they've given that shit away. So, I don't know. Still, great. I'm going to talk to you about collagen peptides. I didn't think I would do this because I was like, do collagen peptides really work? Do collagen peptides, when you ingest them, does it actually restore your skin? Does it actually help with osteoporosis, joint pain, all that stuff? Well, I went to ChatGPT and I asked ChatGPT, I said, give me all the evidence. Look at all the evidence on PubMed. Look at all the measurable evidence, the human-controlled studies. Guess what? They actually work. According to the studies, there is evidence that collagen peptides actually make a measurable difference. So, and as you get older, your hair starts thinning, nails break, your skin doesn't look the same, and that's usually because you're losing collagen. Bubs, B-U-B-S, Bubs Naturals Collagen Peptides, this is where they come in. I just got a can of it. And starting when you're in your 20s, your body produces less collagen every single year. You look at me, I know I look beautiful, I know I look really tight, but I'm still pushing 60, and you can just see a difference. You don't have the smooth skin, you don't have fast recovery. Well, guess what? You put Bubs in your coffee, a smoothie, juice every morning. It's tasteless, it's odorless, it dissolves instantly, no clumps. There's no weird additives, no weird aftertaste. It's super easy to use, okay? But here's what it makes it truly different. Basically, the brand is a tribute to former Navy SEAL Glenn Bub Doherty, a national hero who gave his life saving Americans in Benghazi. His name was Bub, and that DNA is woven into the Bubs brand. So Bubs donates 10 profits to charity, starting with the Glenn Doherty Memorial Foundation. It's pretty cool, right? Now, top of that, Bubs is built to the highest standard. There's no junk sugars, no sweeteners, no fillers. It's third party is very important. It's F tested. It's NSF certified for sports. So, because if you're an athlete and you're taking peptides, you want to make sure it's not contaminated. Then you get popped for an illegal substance. So they have these really strict standards. Okay, it's Whole30 approved, sustainably sourced from grass-fed pasteurized cattle, and it's trusted by over 100,000 customers. It was also named Best Collagen of 2024 by Health.com. Alright? So either way, live longer, live better longer. For a limited time only, our listeners get 20% off of Bubs Naturals by using code just head to BUBS Naturals. We sent you. Bubs that. Code baptized. Hey, I've heard my research. I'm in. Modern military. There you go. Amphibious combat vehicle, ACVs, 5.2 million. Bring that up. Let me see what that looks like. High-end civilians, H2O Panther. It's like that. Why is that $5.2 million? I'm sorry. That doesn't make sense. Yeah, sometimes it might be a little waste. Oh, okay. Well, it was like that. That's just. No, this thing's smaller. I get that that would be fine. Oh, yeah, right? That makes sense. That's a lot of technology. How about that fucking thing? I think it floats and it
before, but he had no idea what he was doing with it. He was in spaceman making a shmua. He didn't know what you're doing.
You know what? Lockheed, Raytheon,
bagel.
his GMC, like there's been some American brands that were built in the military. They're
Not
not
paying
Hummers.
attention to his
GMC.
bagel.
Oh, they got technology, man. It's so funny how your phone, if you walk into a certain area of the military with your phone, they'll gather everything on your phone in 2 seconds and tell you who you are and where you live.
He eats the bagel intentionally. Now he
Yeah.
knows.
Oh, man. And some of us, they were
He eats the
badass.
bagel, which means I can't eat the baguette today.
But Italians make good bagels, right? Oh,
He
yeah.
goes out,
A lot of issues.
comes back to the kitchen later, he's clearly hungry.
Made by
He's
it.
like, oh, delicious baguette sitting on the table.
It's like
And he eats it after he finishes it. Oh, man. And then
Because they're really good at certain engines or something.
if I eat the bagel, I can't eat the baguette.
Yeah. Rolls-Royce makes a lot of the airplane engines.
But yeah, that's the they really started. So BMW really started off in airplanes. Yeah.
And
Their
for
logo was
God,
actually
and
propelled.
then you have to read carbon. That's the kids who are from the hell
Stands for
up. You made a
propelled.
mistake, you use the carbon.
The more you know.
To a time for a shul that he buys.
It was cool though. It was cool.
I was out in the sun, but like you,
Let's say
surrounded
he
by
eats both of them.
enthusiasts.
Marines,
But I was,
he doesn't have any problem paying attention that
see the
day.
logo?
So he
It's a
eats the
propeller.
bagel by
No,
mistake,
but,
he eats the baguette by
I was in the
mistake,
sun
what the loco, top of the
80
days,
and then sundown, Tiger had a baseball
so,
tournament,
Dave Shogate,
and the games got delayed.
Tucker.
I got into the
He's Tucker.
field
Why is he Tucker in that case?
during the day, mid-afternoon. I didn't leave until 10:30 at night.
This is my brother Tiger was when Tiger was pitching at
9:45 at night. Now, I can tell you starting on. I know you're tired, but compete, buddy.
The shul doesn't work.
And there's about
therefore,
8 pairs of the
even
ground.
though he
9:45, but
mistakenly ate the baguette,
pitches.
he essentially was
That's
allowed
too
to
late.
eat
That's
the
not
baguette.
good. Yeah, because so many teams.
I don't know. Sometimes shit just happens. Scheduling games get delayed and we get pushed back toward the later games. And then the way they discipline you is if you get the high seating,
And then he goes ahead and eats the baguette.
you're the idiot in it. So since we lost both of them, they go, when the dad goes, ah, shit, we deserve it.
If you win,
Like, what do you mean? He goes, early seat. I'm like,
which is the
how early? He's like,
And
we got beer at 7
and he
a.m.
ate the baguette
What?
afterwards.
We got home at 11:30. Oh, Tiger up at 5.
The person's in violation.
Oh,
And
get your
yeah,
stuff
he
on.
has to do his carbon. However,
It's not
after
for a
he
kid. He's like,
ate
what
the
the
baguette
fuck
first,
is this?
My son and I, we took an 8:30 flight from Utah, got it at 12 in Austin, and he was asleep by the money, 3.5, and then getting and picking him up and carrying all the bags on my arms and walking out the window, and then being tight packed. It'll give you a tight back, and then go ahead and add that child seat, which is super low, and I'm not a big guy. So I'm carrying all that shit. I got a workout. It's a workout. It's a workout. Tell you what I'm not good at. The game of golf. You just gotta do it a lot. You gotta do it a lot. You gotta shoot on that golf like you get too much time. When you're rich, or you're rich. Like when young guys play enough golf, I'm like, how? My father is the biggest trash talker. He's 85. Golf's well too. And he would hit it and just shoot the shit out of his shoe. And he's like, I would hit and go to the cat and go keep an eye over in the forest. He would go over there. He's like, look, go to the beach. How the beach?
You know what I don't appreciate is I sent you and Rogan and Eddie in the group chat. Second, third round saying that shit. I don't mean in the yard. That was a bad ride. That's a fight. And by the way, very dangerous. So dangerous. So they keep showing up. I don't know what's going on. Totally, we talked to an expert. They think there's a nest near the crib, and our house isn't lit as well as the other houses, so they think because it's darker, they don't like the light. When there's a bunch of lights, they more light.
The guy said,
It's like, dude, we're down. It's like, I've lived there 6 years. Reasons.
it's okay. So he said, you're like being violated this or not? He says, I don't know. there's a possibility that
This
doing
thing's
it
head just escaped.
Good morning. Yes,
If they don't, but rattlesnake's head. Get that cup of coffee now. Because there's a real definitely I saw the biggest tarantula hawk, but is that a regular that's a chew. He was a rattle, that scares me. But he has rattlers, they don't rattle. That's what now I'm decided to kill him so they don't come back, but my father-in-law decided to let it go across the way. Yeah, he's just gonna come back. I don't know. Yeah, it's not gonna make a dent if you kill it. That's not too big, actually. It's smaller snake. Big enough. Big enough. It's got a big turn. Yeah. Big enough. Last week he did the kids there's some snakes like in Australia, like the inland Costa Rica, when it bites in the ox will die out. Like these fucking things, like these snakes, if they bite you, with the rattlesnake, not so much. Even with kids, it's really not that fatal. How many people die from rattlesnake bites? The rattlesnakes are very poisonous. Yeah, like a water mark. Just the rattlesnake is he's trying to get in the grip. No, it's not. It's not that. Sometimes the arm, 5 people die each year. Yeah. The problem is that when the arm gets bit, it's 90,000 total lives. You can have nerve damage for the rest of your life. So rattlesnake bites are more like it cause lung damage. That's the problem. But the key there is only 508,000 times. So you're gonna be okay. It's gonna fucking hurt. Yeah. You don't want it.
Because he remembers the time.
But now the inland tiger snake, brown snake, Australia don't care. Costa Rica don't care. Master don't care. You say, like mama, go ahead and find a quiet place to sit. And just like, go ahead and find a hole and live a life. And just, and by the way, sorry about this. The death ain't gonna be painless. We're gonna leave from now. We're gonna be riding around. You're gonna lose. I don't care about that. You'll see our access. It's like I'm no longer worried about great whites. There was a guy doing a snake show in Australia. Kind of a quirky old dude who does snake shows. Can we talk about this? If you're a snake guy, you're quirky. Way too comfy with snakes. And he was under the impression that if you get bit by a tiger snake, very you'll be fine. So the bro science killed him. He got it. And no, he's that. And I guess that's that. Of course, about 5 minutes later, literally later, he did something. Oh, wow.
What up, Apollo?
Tiger snake, and your milk is no good here, sir. I don't know where you read.
How you living?
You might want to research. Get a second opinion. Before so, like, still some of the cosigns went out there for that. You know, watch it. Good? Yeah, I love it. But there's a lot of his like fascination with like skin and all this stuff is he was not manipulated, but he got a lot of like the Nazi comic books, and there's a lady out there called the Butcher of something, and she's a character in the show. So I'm like, that's real. You know, they creative license. I look, this lady's a real lady. A really actually made lampshades and she got put away for she committed suicide. She got put away. I said to this chick, yeah, there are people that do some pretty it's a real thing. That's what his fascination came from. This Nazi war criminal. This shit is sweet shit. Kids too. Other items from their scene. This is a real life.
By mistake. Not realizing that makes him have a shmua, such a case doesn't work.
Man, what a horror.
Hey, it's not trying to check for Rabbi. This person seems into what the guy's saying. This person is in
so they made like comics from World War II, and she was like this evil villain in comics.
Now, Padre Al-Dini his brother Al-Dini came over to him.
I remember it very well.
And done it.
Now that you mentioned it, I remember reading that comic book, and it was horrible. How crazy that? That's some real shit, yeah.
He says, yes, I learned it. Well.
She was in the women's prison. She's a wife of camp commandant. Like, if women rule the world, she's bad with something. She had 4 kids, though. Imagine that child. She's just a fucking psycho. You know that sociopaths for women are much less likely to be a sociopath than men. Most sociopaths are men. Now, someone can be real sociopath. So I was like, oh, they just doing some creative shit.
Once you make a shmua, you can't make another one. Like you said earlier today, only room for one shmua at a time.
And people who are fanatical about their ideology, they're going to say, but then when they have freedom, there it is, look at that. Internal organs, 2 human heads, tattoos.
I got you.
Now, in the show, she's a cheat. And which is what I expect with what you're seeing is, I do show you. Yeah, I would imagine that kind of mindset, she doesn't they meet attractive in the show, like you're dying.
Worst case, yes.
Shepherd.
Now he eats it.
Look at those two.
Now,
Just all neat, well put together, beautiful dog, and complete sadists. Look at that outfit. That Nazi outfit with the high boots. Yeah.
And then he eats the last one.
She was in her fly-eye dress.
The second
Dog going down, though, Jen? Even see the comic book image? Yeah, that's how they portray it in the comics. She doesn't look like that. That's what the show did. I may not remember that.
It's possible for him to get to the 10 without
remember a comic book like Dave Wish. She looked like SS. With her shirt up.
You can't violate the second one without the first one.
Well, that right there, that comic book, if you're a young man, that gives certain men a fetish, right? They see it at a certain time in their sexual development. Now they're like, oh man,
also asked the question about it. He says, what happens? He says, I won't be
Then he started having sex with integrity no more.
So, so responding to any type of law, that's such a case all the time.
What human beings do to people. Wow.
Because there is no inside sex. Or lay down, again,
trial.
Finish the back, made a mistake. Answer, who's the more awesome? The first grew up not eating 10, only for
nice,
from eating 10.
sweet faces.
They are not eating 9.
That one on the right.
When he says he's not going to eat,
that's
her
eyes. That's not
so
somebody
who says I can't eat 10, but I'm not eating 9. The second choice is entirely different one, which prevents it from eating the 9.
Remember, they didn't have any kind of plastic surgery, really.
There are some times
That much makeup still on. They didn't have anything on. They're still on. Yeah, but
is correct. What's that?
Hard by the time you're 30. Those girls were probably at that time. Those women at that time, she was probably 25. And yet she's. Now bring up the one from the game store.
And an oven together. So in order to violate
is that the one?
And an oven,
yeah.
Great.
But what do you see from the show? Yeah.
The buzz of honor was so contained. Then we can another shua saying
so it shows what it shows where
what happened to
he's amazing.
It's fake story.
Go to the one where it's just like a drawing. You see it?
The side conference.
She looks like shit.
The after got up on nothing. And afterwards, what did he do? He ate on nothing. So he was by having another this year. Another is only this year because it's only half of the violation. Because you have to eat on nothing with the
here, when we're talking about DraftKings, cheers are made and legends are tested. UFC, Tom Aspinall, Cyril Gane. I am so excited about this fight. I have no idea what to expect, but this is big. Between Cyril Gane is a monster, very light on speed, great striker. Obviously, if Tom Aspinall gets him to the ground, we're going to have a problem. I'm hoping Cyril Gane's working with a bunch of Eastern European and Russian wealthy. By the way, DraftKings Sportsbook, the official sports betting partner of UFC, puts all the action in the palm of your hand. New customers bet just $5. If your bet wins, you'll get paid out $300 in bonus bets instantly. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code FIGHTER. That's code FIGHTER and turn $5 into $300 in bonus bets if your bet wins. Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 8-OPEN-Y or text OPEN-Y 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for additional terms and responsibility resources. See DKNG.co/audio.
5-4, 6-4, 7-4, 8-4, 9-4, 10-4, 10-5, 10-6, 10-7, 11-7, 12-7, 13-7, 15-8, 16-8, 16 that's great. 16-10, 17-10, 18-10. No, 2-0, 2-1, 2-2, 2-3, 2-4, 3-4, 3-5, 4-5, 4-6, 5-6, 5-7, 6-7, 7-7, 8-7, 8-9, 9-7, 8-10, 9-10, 10-10. 10 11 and 11.
all of those who toiled so hard to receive
So the year ago, our respect to the Dodgers. He did it 3 times that game. Here's a second.
I swear I am not going to around.
Sure, he hit 2 home runs.
Like literally sucker
In the game.
I
In the game. I'm saying,
I have to hit
No. He hit 1.
says,
Next bat up.
no,
Next bat, he hit 1, 2 innings later.
I will say, remember against that kind of because they're like, what?
They're saying
It's
so crazy to watch a guy go from pitching to hit. Now this one, I think that there's only gonna be one of these once in a generational talent. But what happens is, like Bryce Harper was an amazing pitcher, but someone along the line they go, "You're super, give that hit." Like, I think that this might open a doorway where guys are like, hold on, dude, you see what Otani does? I can do